Okay, everyone, I think we're ready for showtime here. First of all, I wanted to introduce the fact that this is the first time we have Scripts Gone Wild here in Wonderfest. We've not really done that before, and I'm very, very excited. I've seen videos that Frank has shared of these that they've done on the West Coast. We do not have one here, so this is a special occasion.
You sit.
I love these folks. They're our friends, and I can't thank them enough for going to the trouble.
I'm not mean. I was just teasing him.
Thank you very much. And I want to introduce a person who you already all know, Frank Dietz, who is the mastermind behind all of this.
He's treating us like Bill treats us.
Frank, take it away.
Okay.
Oh, now.
I should also mention that this is the first Scripts Gone Wild we're doing in front of a live audience in like a year and a half. Right? We've been doing them on Zoom, basically, you know, because of COVID and so forth. Bill Stout did one. Yeah, we did Return of the Living Dead with Bill Stout.
And I have a good number for a therapist.
Okay, hold on, let me get it now, because otherwise I'm going to be drunk and forget. So let me explain a little bit how this works, okay? We usually do these things for charity, and I suppose disqualifies.
A man cried openly on stage.
But here's how it works. We're going to read Ed Wood's script for Bride of the Monster, which was actually called Bride of the Atom originally. And we're going to be drinking. So the way it works is, if we flub a line or we miss a cue, we have to take a sip of our drink. All right? And you can remind us. You can remind us if we have missed a cue or flubbed a line and yell out.
Drink!
And besides that, we have a word that every time one of the cast members, not me, I'm the narrator, whenever one of the cast members, which is pretty much just him, says the word Lobo, we all have to take a drink. Okay? Yeah. So, you can imagine this gets ugly real quick.
It already is.
You're saying you drink, don't know.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
But if you drink, then it's actually going to get prettier.
And you guys are welcome to join along. Oh, and by the way, we are all over 21, yes? And we are freely drinking of our own accord.
Oh, is that what we're calling
We're not being forced to do this, right?
All right. Have consent.
Okay. Yes, I get consent from everybody. And so, without further ado, ready guys? All set? It's up. Oh yeah, that's right.
Drink!
Yeah, there you go.
There you go. Okay. From this side, this way. Brian Doom. You guys know who he is.
Yay!
Daren Dochterman.
Yay!
Beau Kaelin.
Yay!
Hey, now, Hope.
Yay!
Me.
My knees!
Kirk Thatcher.
Boo!
Gorgo.
Yay!
Jamie, Kristen.
Yay!
And on a special prop tonight, Melinda, you don't know. Miss Angstrom. All right, here we go. Ready? Exterior swamp night. A very scary Florida swamp. Two regular guys, Mac and Jake, take cover under a fake tree during a violent stock footage storm. What they're doing in a Florida swamp at night during a storm isn't clear. Still not clear.
Oh, this is the worst storm yet.
A new one almost every night for the last 3 months.
It ain't natural ellipses.
Lightning strikes near their tree.
I'm getting away from this lightning catcher ellipses while I can.
You'd be soaked to the bone before you get 10 yards.
I'd rather be soaked than barbecued.
They move away from the tree just before it crashes from a lightning strike.
Continued, this whole swamp is one big active magnetic force.
It's impossible to make our way back to the road. Maybe we can make it up to the old Willow's place.
Are you out of your mind?
You actually believe in that monster?
Newspaper stories say
At
ellipses.
your age, Mac.
As they emerge from the swamp,
There's the house.
it is Dr. Vornoff's house, but they don't know that.
Oh, it don't look that good to me.
Oh, you're just spooked.
Oh, spooked or not, that place, it just don't look healthy.
Nobody's lived there in 15 years. It's deserted.
Oh, it is, huh?
It's a superior old house. They approach the house. There's a light on inside.
Oh, I thought you said this place was deserted.
It's supposed to be. I don't get it.
Jake pounds on the door. Dr. Vornoff answers.
Oh, let's get out of here.
What do you want, Boogie Boogie?
We didn't think anyone lived here.
Oh, this is all his idea.
Thought maybe we could get in and out of the rain. Looks like it'll last all night.
Oh, it's pretty bad out there.
No, you can't stay. Boogie Boogie.
Oh, no, be reasonable.
You can't stay. Boogie.
We'll catch P pneumonia out there.
You're not welcome in my house. Go away. Now. Go. Go. Go.
Jake brings,
Boogie It's a pregnant pause.
Jake brings his rifle up.
Lobo.
Drink.
Drink.
Lobo.
Drink.
No.
Only one passing.
Lobo, a giant bald Tor Johnson appears, threatening them, ready to kill.
Lobo.
That one we drink.
No. Just see that they do not remain here. Oh, Boogie.
The monster.
Oh, now, do you believe the newspaper stories, ellipses?
Lobo. You hear this? You are the monster. Be patient. Perhaps one day you will meet the monster. Go now before Lobo becomes angry. Oh, Boogie Boogie.
Let's get out.
Wait, I didn't come from. That was my line.
No, the men's get out.
Right.
I wanted a drink.
Now we find out he's an alcoholic.
Interior, Vornoff's living room, night. Vornoff walks through his modest living room to a secret panel behind the fireplace, as one does. He enters his secret evil science lab. In the secret evil science lab contains test tubes, burners, vats, mazes of wires, and a giant electrical switchboard. In the center, a large table with straps to hold a patient or victim down. Vornoff moves to the far part of the set, I mean lab, to a glass window that somehow looks into an underwater cave, which is weird since the house is above ground. But, you know, whatever. Vornoff smiles a wicked smile
It's a squid level.
and taps on the glass. A giant octopus appears. Obviously the kind indigenous to the freshwater part of Florida. Vornoff throws back his head and laughs weirdly.
Oh, Boogie 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 Boogie. Oh, Boogie 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 Boogie.
All right, we get it. Meanwhile, back in the swamp,
So you guys know he's running. I hope so.
Oh, that's too much.
I can't run no more, Jake.
We gotta keep moving. That was the monster.
Jake realizes he's been holding a rifle the whole time.
I was so scared I forgot I had a rifle.
Oh, guess I'll drop mine. Oh.
Rifle and full clip of ammunition. Let's go back to that place.
You go if you want to ellipses.
A giant octopus quietly approaches, tentacles tiptoeing.
Continued, I'll take my chances on the swamp. What I wouldn't give to see a couple of cops right now, ellipses.
It'd sure be a feather in our caps if we took that monster ourselves. Pictures in the paper, maybe even a little cash.
The octopus suddenly grabs Mac. He screams. Lobo appears, and he grabs Jake. He screams. Lots of screaming.
Where are the cops? He's heavily armed. Oh! I thought I had a lot of ink on my arms before. Oh! His tentacles on my face. I look like quite a sucker. Oh! He's holding me so tight for 2 peas and a suckle of blood. He's just a fish to me. Octopusy.
Lobo appears and grabs Jake. He screams. Lots of screaming. The octopus eats Mac. Lobo does not eat Jake, although he looks like he could. Cut to Bornoff's lab. Jake wakes up strapped to a table. He sees Lobo standing over him.
You? Get these straps off me.
Straining at the straps.
Let me loose. Do you hear me?
Lobo. Hears, but he cannot speak.
Bornoff enters in a stylish mad scientist lab coat.
Lobo is unmoved. Because of storm, I was afraid we would have no guests tonight.
Of course, he just could have let them in when they knocked, but
Already he tires of our humble hospitality.
I said let me out of here.
At the moment, it is quite impossible.
Who are you?
Vornoff. Dr. Eric Vornoff.
Bornoff throws a switch.
The name will mean Rita.
Bornoff throws another switch. Jake's voice rises.
What are you doing to me?
Soon you will soon be as big as a giant, with the strength of 20 men, or like all the others, dead.
The machine grows brighter. Power surges through Jake's body, causing him to jerk violently. And then he is still. Bornoff turns off the machine and checks Jake's pulse and heartbeat. There are none. The effects of another failure show noticeably on Bornoff's features. Then, after a way too long moment, Bornoff stands erect, turns and walks to the big water-filled window. He taps the glass again. The octopus is back, and Bornoff smiles. So I guess the octopus is like Bornoff's port cephalopod. Lobo lumbers over, say that close to Bornoff.
Is it not strange, Lobo? I am Edward. Our friend always returns home after his long swim.
Dissolved to Interior Police Station Day. Kelton, the rookie cop, is seated behind a desk, interrogating a tramp smoking a cigarette.
Hey, what's your name?
You'll find out.
Hey, what's that cigarette? What you doing in the swamp?
What's it to ya?
That'll be enough of that.
Yeah, no 10-town jail can hold me. I'll be out of this rat trap in 24 hours.
That's what you think. Vagrancy will hold you for 72. Take him downstairs and hook him.
This very important scene will no doubt come into play later in the script, right? Right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Two burly policemen take the tramp away just as a jaunty newsboy crosses by the desk.
You're looking kind of jaunty. Where do you think you're going?
I got Captain Robin's newspaper.
Since when is it you don't leave this paper with me?
Since the captain told me to bring it with him myself. Reading it first makes a mess.
Somebody needs to drink. Just cause.
You hold your tongue and give me that paper. I'll have you booked for peddling without a license.
Aw, Captain, I got a license.
Want to make that? Whoop, whoop.
Drink!
You have to kill me twice. Want to bet I can make it expire all of a sudden?
The newsboy tosses him the paper. Kelton starts to read the paper, which really moves the story along, but then brings it to Captain Robbins and the door of the Nazi. Interior, Captain Robbins' office. Captain Robbins, a jolly sort, looks up from his desk where he is puttering with a small parakeet, which is only legal in Florida.
Come in.
Here's the late edition, Captain.
Get back, sir.
Drink. I know you can.
Sip it slowly. Here's the late edition, Captain. Look, how about me working on this case?
Get back to your desk.
Yes, sir.
Kelton.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. No, I said your line.
Drink.
I'm glad he's doing it. I told the boys to bring the paper themselves, or himself, whichever works.
Yes, sir, but if you ask me...
I didn't.
Kelton starts to leave.
Kelton!
Yes, sir.
I can never get this name, so it's time to drink. Lieutenant, what?
Craig.
There you go.
That's fine, I'll take them.
Thank you. Send them in.
Yes.
And I jumped your line.
Sure.
Kelton leaves and Dick knocks.
All right, come in.
Puppet?
What's the line?
Just say hi, Dick.
Hi, Dick.
Thank you. Dick sits.
Hello, Captain.
One thing about birds, they never give anyone any trouble. You like that, huh? Sure. Scenes today. I saw it in the paper today.
Is there anyone who hasn't?
Your girlfriend who wrote a good story.
And a surprise puppet.
No.
Sleeping, sir? We got anything new?
No.
I've done.
Well,
I need to drink.
Wrong page 10. Yes.
12 disappearances in the same place and nothing to go on.
And nothing this time either.
Dick picks up the rifle. What rifle? I don't know. He sniffs the breech at the end of his speech. No, that's how it's written, dude. No, some of this is actually Ed Wood stuff.
I've been over that swamp so many times, my feet are getting webbed. It's been fired recently.
It's been what? Oh, I drink on this one if I could. Lots of times, and Jake, I can't even read this. I don't have my glasses. There, thanks. Sure, doesn't work. All right. Well, somebody needs to finish this off. Thank you. That's where it was. Jake, wrong. And he's the one laughing, huh? Great.
Jack, don't have a long wife. Jack,
There you
don't
go.
have a wife.
There you go. Y'all, thanks a lot. He never returns. There. I skipped down to the bottom.
Dick, not much left of it.
Oh, I got found a floater in that place.
What about the rifle?
Same place.
The rifle floats.
About a mile from Old Willow's place.
Right.
It all ties in.
It does.
But proves nothing.
Think there's anything in those newspaper stories?
Your girlfriend does.
Oh, what about you?
Please don't believe in monsters, got it? This is coming from one. In fact, you like that, didn't you?
Yeah,
That's
I
right.
like
All right. In fact, business facts and only facts. Nothing. I'm not going to say this quick. Yeah, well, I usually have a teleprompter for other people reading it. You'll never hire me, so there.
Not after tonight.
That's why I have my own place.
Just then, there is a commotion at the door. There's a commotion, thank you. A beautiful dame is trying to enter, and Kelton is trying to stop her. She is Janet Lawton, newspaper reporter.
Tell this Junior G man to let me go. Seriously.
Yeah, Kelton.
Kelton.
Let me go! Unhand me! World just let myself go.
I'm telling ya, the captain ain't seeing nobody today. Be a good girl, Miss Lawton, and go.
Let her go, Kelton.
Just as you say, Captain.
Janet moves slowly across the room to lean on a shelf behind the captain and Dick. She's saucy.
It used to be that a newspaper reporter could get information around this place.
Why, Mrs. Lawton, whatever is in the world do you mean?
Oh, now he makes like a comic.
She turns on Dick.
It's distracted. Dick Craig, I don't put much stock in the future success of our married life. If you're already keeping secrets from me, you've been dodging me all day.
What's down there?
Hang on, you're a person. When did you get such an idea?
You mean you haven't been dodging me?
Of course.
And all those times I called you today, and Kelton said you were busy. You really were?
Dick nods.
Okay. Let's have the story on Lake Marsh and the monster.
The men say nothing.
I thought so.
There's no such thing as monsters, I would know. Yeah, see? This is the 21st century.
Don't count on it! Monsters, I mean.
So you wrote it.
Now, Janet.
Now, don't you now Janet me. And you can count our engagement off.
You don't mean that.
I'm sorry. Yeah. She's looking around. I'm sorry. I'm way up here. Okay. All the stories you wrote, and you... What? Oh, it's all your story. And there are no such thing as monsters. No, they can't be.
Are you done?
Yes,
Bunk. 2 more men have vanished at Lake Marsh. That makes 12 in 3 months. Everything points to inhuman violence, or do you still stick to the alligator devouring routine? You're withholding news from the public.
Jeanette, you're going to... Right? I said that right. Janet, all right, fine. I'm not reading this script. I'm up here. You're not going to believe this. This is... Oh, friggin'. I mean... No, I'm not on that one. On the upper one. The story's there. Thanks. I know. You might as well read it. That's going to help. Frank, sorry.
I'm never using central casting.
Now return to our scheduled program.
Yeah.
You need more lines now.
Just jump.
Okay, you're right. I don't believe it.
Nevertheless, the truth's except for the monster. Figure that you are very, what? I'm a figment of your imagination. See how that works? Where there's nothing more going on, and what's in your newspaper?
Okay, go take a pill, but a figment of my imagination is something I believe in, and you haven't been able to disprove it.
We concern that everything is possible, sir, for but monsters. I'm changing Frank's all lines.
Not my lines! You're gonna ruin my fucking career, dude!
Think Frank needs another drink?
I think so too. So do I. Give me that beer.
That's not a drink.
Welcome to Word Salad.
Were you going to say that there's a lot of quicksand out there?
We're doing the best to solve this.
Yeah, well, 12 went down in the same place. Know what I mean? And maybe your best isn't good enough.
Oh, damn it.
Sorry, that's me.
I don't feel so bad
I'm
now.
so distracted. Janet is feisty.
I mean it. No clues, then what's this?
She picks up the coat and rifle.
A dancing costume? And this? A pogo stick?
Well, I've got to admit, they were found in the lake. But again, it's all in your own story.
No human did this.
So, you say?
Looks like I run into a dead end around here. Okay, if you boys want to play a game of secrets, the only thing left for me is to take a run out to Lake Marsh myself.
Over my dead body.
Janet coyly fingers his lapel.
That can be arranged. Bye now.
She exits in her special, saucy, and feisty way.
She's just crazy enough to do it as what she said. That
It was really good.
Thank you. I almost did.
You know what, Captain?
What?
I believe you're right.
Cut to.
I'm glad
Thank
that's
Christ. Interior newspaper file room day. Janet enters the file-laden room to confront Tilly, who appears to have been a good many years at the same desk, whatever that means.
Hi, Janet. Oh. Hi, Janet. Well, a long time no see.
Oh, hi, Tilly. Tilly, do you remember a couple years ago in the real estate section when the old Lula place was set out on Lake Marsh was up for sale against back taxes?
Seems to me that was around November or December of '48. Want to see the file?
Yes, how did you remember that?
Tilly finds the file card, like, immediately.
Here we are. October to December '48. That file there.
I won't be long.
Okay, take your time. I ain't going anywhere. And neither are they.
Tilly laughs. Sometime later.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, it's later now.
Okay. Here we are. Take your time. These glasses are not working.
Yes, I found what it was. Thank you, Tilly.
Oh, good. I'm so glad you found what you wanted.
Yes. Thanks, and sorry to leave us such a mess for you.
That's okay. That's what I get paid for.
Be a dear, Tilly. Call the boss for me. Tell him I'll be gone the rest of the day. I'll report in later.
Sure thing. On something hot?
Could be. And Dick. Call him at headquarters and break my dinner date with him. I have an ulcer or something.
Oh, okay. Leave it to me. I fix.
They laugh and they laugh. Anyway, Marge, a beautiful blonde, different from Tilly, comes down the hall as Janet leaves the file room.
Hi, Janet.
Hi, Marge.
Still on the monster?
What do you think?
The boss has been looking for you all day. Something about the police wanting these monster stories 86 before you get the whole town in a panic.
I didn't hear you.
I said...
I know what you said, but I didn't hear you.
Oh, okay. See you later.
I was worried for a minute that this scene would actually move the story forward, but thankfully. Cut to Captain Robbins' office day. Captain Robbins,
That's me.
is seated at his desk facing a foreign-looking gentleman dressing in morning clothes, wearing a mustache and pointed beard. Professor Vladimir Strowski.
Well, I just wanted to meet you, Lieutenant. Craig, sorry.
Professor, what's it all about, Captain?
Well, boy, thanks for the help. Professor Vladimir Strowski, Lieutenant Craig.
Most happy to know you, Lieutenant Craig.
Professor, what's it all about, Captain?
I'll let Professor Strowski tell you.
For heaven's sake, somebody tell us.
Lieutenant Craig, have you perhaps heard of Loch Ness?
It's a lake in Scotland, isn't it?
Then perhaps you have heard of the Loch Ness Monster?
Dum, 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 dum.
Vaguely.
A few years ago, I was called in by the British police to investigate the appearance of a monster in Loch Ness. I thought this was some leftover creature of a bygone age. I am considered an authority on the subject of prehistoric monsters. I must admit, my investigation failed to get the desired results. I never saw the Loch Ness Monster myself, but others have. There are sworn statements.
Is it your theory that perhaps the Loch Ness Monster crossed the ocean to the swamp?
I consider that possibility extremely remote. However, the stories bear certain similarities in that there are so many descriptions of this so-called monster. Perhaps with my knowledge of such things, and of course your permission, I could shed some light on this mystery. This is the reason for my presence here.
He really could have led with that and saved us all 2 pages.
Well, the police don't believe in monsters, so what do you believe in, Dick?
There's no denying Dick, there's no denying we need some kind of help.
Well, you're going to keep your finding it's an S on the end.
Look,
I know.
Thanks, go ahead.
As you will.
And they won't mind a little company.
How do you
They
mean
won't need
company?
Robbins indicates Dick.
Lieutenant Craig, what time is the police quite useful? I didn't even say that right.
At
There you
times
go.
they are useful.
And I was drinking before I got to the show.
Yeah, we know.
I would be most happy to have Lieutenant Craig's assistance. How soon can you be ready to leave for Lake Marsh, Lieutenant Craig?
I'm ready now, Captain.
I suggest we wait until morning. There seemed to be a storm brewing when I came in, and it is so close to nightfall.
It's only at nightfall that the monster attacks.
Undoubtedly true, but the
No, that's what it said.
The preliminary investigation should take place in daylight. The night, the monster, all in good time.
Sounds logical.
Whatever you say, Captain.
Now, since I arrived in town only this afternoon, if you will excuse me, I should like to return to my hotel.
Of course, sir.
Good day, Captain.
Professor.
He turns to face Dick.
Until morning, Lieutenant.
I'll be here.
The professor leaves.
Strange bird, Captain. Where do I meet him?
Here.
Did Dick just say that?
10 o'clock.
That'll give him plenty of daylight. See you later.
Got a date.
What do you think?
I'll say you don't.
I don't.
I didn't even know there was another thing down there. Just noticed.
A little slow on that. If she's gone to Lake Marsh, I'll take her across my knee, you betcha. If it's the last thing I ever do.
Great. Probably would be. Watch him, Dick.
Watch him, Dick.
Strokesy?
Just a hunch. Watch him.
Round.
Playing him off for a couple of days.
Dick. So are we. Dick goes. Cut to Swamp Road night. Janet is driving down the swamp road when the storm begins. Her car zigzags from one side of the road to the other. Janet bites the wheel. The car crashes off the road and into the swamp. Janet is thrown from the car onto some nice soft moss grass. She wakes up to find her car useless, so she starts walking through the jungle swamp, unknowingly in the wrong direction. Lightning strikes a tree, causing it to fall. Janet is pinned beneath it, but manages to get free. She sits for a moment to catch her breath. A stock-footed snake approaches her, mouth open to attack. But suddenly, the giant, doubled-up fist and arm of Lobo slams into the scene, crushing the snake's head. Janet screams and faints at the sight of it.
You know, I noticed that snake was actually an Amazonian snake. I'm just pointing that out.
And the octopus, by the way, dissolved to Vornov's lab at night. Janet wakes up on a couch in Vornov's lab. Vornov is there in his lab smock, speaking kindly.
You're all right now, my dear. Blah.
What? Who are you?
I am Dr. Eric Vornov. You had a severe shock. Blah.
How? How did I get here?
It is not important at the moment.
Don't worry about my line. I'll just go right ahead. Vornov moves closer. His eyes appear to be hypnotic. Now you...
It's not important at the moment. Now you need rest. Rest. Rest.
His smile is almost warm, reassuring. But behind his smile and assurance lurks an evil, sinister plan.
You will sleep.
Yes, I'm tired.
Sleep. Sleep, blah. For the lovely person. For the lovely young lady. Sleep, blah.
Her eyes slowly close.
Heavy with sleep.
Yeah, we get it.
You get the picture now. Maybe sleeping would be a good idea, blah.
Dissolved to exterior Swamp Road day. Dick and a young policeman.
Drink.
Gay? Who's gay?
No, it isn't.
Dick and a young plainclothesman named Martin discovered Janet's car.
Well, as they say in the Westerns, which way did they go?
We don't know those places up this road. Might as well take a look. Oh, take a look there first.
Maybe they should have looked there earlier when all those people disappeared nearby.
I get to lock this swamp pass every time I come out here.
You just weren't born for swamp duty, Martin.
Well, if I had my way, I'd transfer to departments far away from this. This swamp is possible. The wind, the rain, giving everything a clean without being absent. The ground alive with crawly things. Oh, Dale.
You're right there. This whole swamp is a monument to death. Snakes, quicksand, alligators.
Sweet.
That would be you, Frank. Frank.
Yeah, I know.
Drink.
Sorry, I spilled my wine all over my iPad and now I can't.
Oh my God.
I will drink them. Oh, still at 23. Are we?
That's the maker's mark.
Something strange about all this rain.
All right.
The lightning has been going crazy too. Maybe it's like the papers say.
Just keep dancing.
All the bomb explosions that have the start of the atmosphere.
Maybe.
Well, if I were this Professor Frosty character, I wouldn't want to be out in the swamp without a guide.
All caught up now, Frank?
Yeah, I'm caught up. All right, good. Keep going.
That's the part I can't figure. He comes to our office, tells us the story of monsters,
That he never saw.
makes an appointment for us to come out here, and then goes off by himself.
Wait. Weren't you supposed to meet at the office?
Are you sure he came out here?
Where else would he go? Let's get at it.
They drive off. They find Janet's car, which I thought they had already found. Sorry.
Janet's car?
Yeah. How long do we do the beat? Beat. Thank you. Not a trace of her.
Maybe after the crash, she found her way to the town.
I've got to be sure.
There's a gas station 10 miles back down the road.
Let's go.
Meanwhile, in another part of the swamp, Professor Strowski makes his way across a decrepit old wood bridge, watched by a stock footage alligator. Cut to a gas station. At the gas station, Dick has just finished making a call.
Janet, you look worried.
No one. Captain Robbins, her department manager, her office, no one has heard from her since yesterday. Captain Robbins is checking further.
What do we do?
Orders. Find Strawoski.
Captain Robbins' office day. Captain Robbins is making a call. This excitement is almost too much for me.
I bet. Give me the city desk. Hello? Jim? Yeah? What about that little girl? Yeah? He just called me. Two? I saw them. Sounds like an average spell routine. Yes. When was she the last time in the office? There you
What's
go.
that in the road? Ahead?
There you go.
Resolve to. Interior Vornoff's lab day. Vornoff enters with Lobo, who carries a tray with two teacups, a cream pitcher, sugar bowl, and teapot. You really didn't know all that. Janet is frightened by Lobo's appearance.
Oh, do not be afraid of Lobo. Drink.
Anybody else got papers marked on?
He is as gentle as a kitten and poops in a box, too. Put the tray there, Lobo.
Lobo puts the tray down and turns to Janet. He stares at her lovingly, which angers Vornoff. Everybody's sweet on Janet because she's saucy and feisty.
Lobo, we drink.
Very good.
That will be all, blah.
Lobo doesn't move. He stares at Janet.
I said get out, blah. Get out, blah, boogie boogie.
Lobo seems smitten. His massive hands reach out to touch her silk-like hair. Furious, Vornoff produces a long black snake whip. He whips the giant man back and out of the room. And he turns and then goes all sweet on Janet.
Cream and sugar, my dear blood. Come now, you touched another breakfast, and now it is past noon. You must be hungry. Ah.
What happened to me?
Oh, your automobile. It was an accident. Lobo brought you here.
Wouldn't you love to see Lobo pantomiming to Varnoff how he found Janet?
What is this place?
Do you not remember my telling you last night, Blah?
Did you tell me?
My name is Warnock. Dr. Eric Warnock.
This is the old Willow's place.
Yes. How did you know?
I checked our real estate files. Dr. Eric Warnock bought the Willow's place in November of '48.
You are a newspaper reporter?
Yes.
My name seems to mean much to you.
Actually, it wasn't your name I was interested in. Through the mysteries of Lake Marsh and the Willow's place being right on the lake, I looked to the files to see what had happened to it. Your name was there as the last purchaser. I thought perhaps you might have heard something about the monster. Monster.
Dear, I'm laughing. Miss, my dear Miss Lawton,
Wait. When did I tell you my name?
Oh, you didn't. Since you were unconscious, I took the liberty of looking into your purse.
You must have seen my press card.
Yes, I did.
If you knew the answers already, why the third degree? And who or what was the monster?
Lobo Green.
Oh, that's a way bit stronger than before.
His Lobo is quite human. I found him in the wilderness of Tibet. He has been quite useful to me, Blah, at times. But now, after your tiring experience, I think we have talked too much.
The audience agrees.
I'm not the least bit tired.
But you are becoming tired, Blah.
Varnoff goes all Svengali on her again.
That's strange. I do suddenly feel very tired. Very tired.
You will sleep. Sleep, boogie boogie. Sleep, boogie boogie, Blah.
Are you done with the boogies? I just need to know. Janet drifts off as Lobo lumbers back in.
Take her to my quarters.
Lobo carries Janet off.
That's how it always starts.
Cut to Vornoff's living room, day. Professor Strowski has entered the house. He looks around the living room with great curiosity. Vornoff appears, startling him.
Boogie! My dear Professor Strowski, it has been a very long time now.
Vornoff, then it is you.
As you see.
In Paris, I missed you by a month. In London, by a week. At Loch Ness, by not more than a day. This monster of Lake Marsh sounded again like you.
So Dr. Vornoff was the Loch Ness monster, I guess.
His voice makes me want to sleep.
So, why this sudden interest in me, Professor Strowski?
Your experiments with the atomic research, of course.
Sure. I take it our dear homeland of Blavania now believes in my work, and that it can be a success.
Yes, of course. Our government wants you to return, Vornoff, to continue your research and experiments there where everything is at your disposal.
Vornoff laughs and laughs.
Ha ha ha, boogie boogie, blah blah blah, ha ha ha.
Why do you laugh? Surely this is no laughing matter. It was indeed a tragic error. But as soon as I learned how correct your findings were, always have been, I informed those in authority. I've searched for you everywhere. Everywhere I heard stories of monsters. And now, I am here, sent to bring you home.
Oh, you. Oh, I have no home. Hunted, despised, living like an animal. The jungle is my home. But I will show the world that I can be its master. I shall perfect my own race of people. A race of atomic supermen that will conquer the world. Blah.
Ah, yes, a really great master race. As I convinced my superiors only you could create. One with which our country can rule the world without debate.
Lobo enters, unseen by Strowski.
Oh, you misunderstand me, Strowski. I do not intend to return to your country. My plans are for myself alone. Blah.
Are you mad, Voronov?
One is always considered mad when one perfects something the others cannot grasp.
Strowski slowly rises and then draws a pistol, aiming at Voronov.
Our country ordered me to bring you back. Thank you.
I am afraid you will find that rather difficult.
You see, I did not come alone.
But just then, Lobo lunges at the professor and knocking the gun to the floor.
Neither did I, my dear Strowski. Bring him along. Lobo. And now we drink.
Oh, I know it's my turn. Okay. Thank you.
We were drinking.
All right.
It's the rule.
Cut to Voronov's lab day. Lobo drags Strowski into the lab, followed by Voronov. Strowski struggles in Lobo's grasp.
Struggle. Silence him.
Lobo clocks him good, knocks him out. Voronov points to the octopus room.
Put him in there, the octopus room.
Lobo obeys.
Now, my dear unconscious Professor Strowski, you will get a much closer view of the product of my genius, the alleged monster of Lake Marsh.
Voronov taps on the glass, alerting the octopus that Soup's on.
You will disappear, Professor Strowski, as all the others have disappeared.
And he laughs and he laughs. Meanwhile, back at the swamp, Dick and Martin have discovered Strowski's car.
It's a rental car.
Suppose it's the one Strowski's using?
I made book it is. You head down to the beach. I'll go through the swamp and around by the old Willows place.
I didn't think anybody lived there.
I didn't say anyone does. We've checked it out before. Nothing. Night prowlers tell stories of strange lights and noises, but nothing has ever been found on the inside. It's just a deserted, run-down old house.
The swamp plays strange tricks on the human imagination, especially at night.
It is getting pretty dark right now.
The professor is plain loco.
Drink.
No, just him.
Why do we have to drink?
No, he has to drink.
No, he just stumbled over.
Oh, so he,
Can I go again?
It's not the
we
professor
done?
who's playing Lobo.
The professor is plain loco. If he hangs around deserted swamp houses at night.
Stradivarius is one of those guys who has to see everything firsthand. Take off now, and if you see anything suspicious, you know where to find me.
Martin drives off, but Dick continues into the swamp. He reaches the old rotting wood bridge and starts to cross it. The wood planks give way beneath his feet. A bunch of stock footage alligators start
Why did my feet go through the stock footage? Alligators.
Why is he still talking? Anyone know? A bunch of stock-footage alligators start towards him, but he frees himself just in the nick of time. Dissolve 2. All right, here we go. Newspaper file room day. Captain Robbins enters and approaches Tilly.
Captain Robin homicide.
I had a point.
I know, I took it.
Why, Captain, I haven't murdered anyone in a month of Sundays.
Wow, Tilly got noticeably older than the last season.
No, I'm Southern.
I'll give you a chance. Take this one back. Right here.
Oh,
Go ahead. I'll see you do it. Go ahead.
just like a policeman, no sense of humor. Yeah, she dropped by late in the afternoon.
Do you remember that time?
Not to the second. She came in around 2 and left around 3:30. Then again, that ain't so late, is it?
What she want?
She was looking for information.
And I'm not sure. But what happened with the information? Did you get it? So I'm gonna have to lie.
Oh my God. If you could see the script, you would think we were doing a completely different show.
They thought that 2 hours ago.
Sure.
Oh, well.
Well, what?
You must be playing a game.
I didn't know we were.
What's this look for in the file?
Oh, why didn't you just ask for that in the first place instead of all your chit-chat?
Have you seen this script?
The captain sighs deeply. You can do that, right?
Oh, sigh.
So you drink. You should be drinking a lot more.
I have no idea. It spilled all over my script here.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Sorry.
Okay.
We're all got this.
I'm right here.
Sorry.
She was looking in the real estate house in November 1948.
Did she find what she was looking for?
I guess she did.
Ah, good.
At least she found the sales notice. I saw it myself after she rushed out. She left the paper open to November 28th date. Want to see it?
Very much.
There it is. I haven't had time to put it away.
Good. Now we'll go up personal.
Later in the same room, Captain Robbins is on the phone in the file room.
Oh, yeah, I am too. So there. Yeah, that's it. Dr. Eric.
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. I'm not. Orlov. Oh, love. Give me all you got on him.
All right. He winks at Tilly for some reason.
Wink, wink. Hangs up.
Meanwhile, in Bornoff's lab, Bornoff and Lobo are checking on the table and equipment.
Now, we are ready for the girl.
His eyes become intense, hypnotic. The door slowly opens, and Janet, dressed in a flowing negligee type of thing, comes slowly through the door as if in a trance. Lobo almost unconsciously takes Janet's soft Angora beret from Edward's belt and caresses it gently. Cut to Bornoff's living room day. Dick has found his way to the house and enters the living room. He looks all around and discovers Strowski's hat on a stool. Bornoff's lab, Janet stands at the table, still in a trance.
Strap her to the table, Bob.
But Lobo resists.
Do as I command you.
Still unmoved, his eyes remaining on the lovely Janet. Furious, Bornoff races to the cabinet, like that, and produces the long black snake whip.
He's a sadist.
I'll teach you to disobey me.
He lashes out savagely with the whip. Lobo cringes from it.
You will obey me.
Bornoff whips him toward the table.
Strap her in. Strap her in. I command you.
Finally, the giant man gives in and picks up Janet to place her on the table. Cut to Bornoff's living room day. Dick, meanwhile, has discovered Professor Strowski's briefcase near the fireplace. He opens it and finds a folder marked Top secret, Dr. Eric Vornall, wanted. He rifles through the photos within. Then, as he returns the briefcase to the fireplace mantle, he accidentally opens the super secret entrance to the lab.
You need to drink yourself briefcase.
Cut to Vornoff's lab. I didn't even hear that. Vornoff is leaning over the girl. His large apparatus hangs over her.
Thank you for noticing. Oh, this will hurt, but for a moment. But you will emerge a woman of super strength and beauty, the bride of the atom.
You're insane. My paper knows where I am. You can't harm me and get away with it.
As soon as my experiments are completed, no one can ever touch me. I will make the laws. It will not hurt very long. Either way. Here we go, blah.
You let me go.
You heard her. Vornoff turns to see Dick, with his service revolver aimed right at him. Awkward because they haven't been properly introduced.
Who are you?
For one, thing the police, now get that loose girl fast. Now get that girl loose and make it fast.
You have the advantage for the moment, as you say.
To the straps that bind Janet. Janet looks to see Lobo coming up behind Dick, ready to kill.
Oh, Dick, behind you. Look out.
Lobo's locked hands come down on the back of Dick's neck. What? Nick's neck? What? Dick crumples to the floor. No, I know.
Okay.
Tie Pig quickly while he's on the floor.
Okay, meanwhile on a beach road somewhere. Now it's nighttime suddenly. Captain Robbins pulls up in his car along with Kelton, the gadfly cop. They meet up with plainclothes. Plainclothes. With the other cop mark. Plainclothes.
It's getting a little fuzzy.
Yes, I see. Where's Lieutenant Craig?
We found Ostrowski's car down the road. The lieutenant went off through the swamp. He sent me down here to wait for him.
Where are we heading?
Along the swamp path, by the old Willow's place.
This is your first time out, right? Like I always say, Craig, don't mess it up. Don't mess up the operation here. Got it?
My name's
Yes, I know.
Yes, sir. I mean, no, sir.
You better. Sorry. Oh, go. Oh, there. See?
We're way past apologies.
All right, there you go. Go. Well, let's just get out of this place, okay?
You better been spread out. Get to the Willow place and make it fast.
What he said.
Cut to Vornoff's lab night. Back in the lab, Dick now holds the position of being strapped to the wall. That's what you're implying. Are you holding the position?
I'm sure my experiments on the young lady will interest you.
I'd love to see you hung. I'd live to see you. Hang.
He's making a joke, love. There are more important things at hand.
Vornoff approaches Janet, still strapped to the table.
I trust the straps are not too cutting. Such lovely skin should not be marred.
Vornoff moves to the big switch. Lobo is next. He fondles Janet's Angora beret. Vornoff throws the lever. A loud hum is heard. Vornoff's apparatus begins to glow. But suddenly, Lobo launches at Vornoff. Vornoff pulls a gun from his pocket and fires. But the shots have little effect. Lobo throws Vornoff's stunt double around. Vornoff is knocked unconscious. Lobo turns off the machines and approaches Janet.
Easy, Jan. Easy.
Lobo unstraps Janet. She grabs the gun from the floor and gives it to Dick. Lobo picks up Vornoff and straps him to the table.
Oh.
He turns the machines back on. The hum gets louder and louder. Janet, somebody standing what did I give up?
You wrote the shit.
Janet and Dick.
Janet and Dick standing undecided, whatever that means. Lobo throws another switch. Vornoff wakes up to find himself strapped under his own apparatus, which only certain people can do. He realizes his predicament.
Aunt Charity and I are very similar. Lobo!
Oh, we got a drink again. He said Lobo.
Stop, Lobo, stop! I command you!
Lobo laughs silently.
I've got to stop him.
You can't, he'll kill you.
He probably will anyway.
Dick jumps on Lobo's back to stop him, but the giant flings him to the floor. Janet moves in quickly to kneel beside Dick, because that's what girls do.
Janet, your boyfriend is gay!
But there's nothing wrong with that.
That's right. Vornoff screams in agony.
Agony!
As the
Blood.
machine does whatever the machine does to people.
Oh,
But then he begins to grow in size. Well, they really just look
So big I get blood.
A calm goes over him, as it does. Vornoff sits up, breaking his straps. He gets off the table and moves toward the unsuspecting Lobo. Cut to. We gotta interrupt right there, damn it. The old house knight, Captain Robbins, Martin, Kelton, and all our other favorite people.
What page are we on?
And some cop extras arrive at the Willow's place.
You men surround the house, and there's a situation out there, so Martin, you come with me.
He said, come on.
Got it right!
He said it right!
I just wanted to have fun.
The men move into action. Cut to Vornoff's lab night. Dick is out cold. Janet beside him. Vornoff, now a monster himself, attacks Lobo. The two monster men battle fiercely. Vornoff throws Lobo into the big machine thingy, and sparks fly all around, electrocuting him. A fire breaks out. Vornoff turns to Janet. She faints. Vornoff picks her up and carries her off, and Dick wakes up. Cut to Vornoff's living room. In the living room, Martin, I remember who he was. Martin has discovered Strowski's briefcase, reading from the folder.
Dr. Eric Vornoff, age 58, height. Say, do I smell smoke?
The place is on fire! Get out of here! We'll be roasted!
I just want to say I'm against that. You shouldn't be burning down anything.
Vornoff carries Janet out into the swamp via a cave or something, with Dick in hot pursuit. Kelton spies them.
Oh, it's me. Captain! Captain! Look!
They all look stunned.
What do you suppose that was?
Whatever it is, get after it!
I guess they're talking about Vornoff. Oh, we don't know. Dick runs into the scene rather than continue to follow Vornoff.
Oh, Captain Robbins, he's got jam. Captain Puppet?
This is important.
Oh my God.
It's impossible.
Oh my God. Okay.
There's no time for facts or fiction.
Does anybody know what they're talking about?
Get him!
I'm empty.
They all pull out their guns.
Does anybody
Oh, shit. Don't shoot, you might hit Jan.
They follow Vornoff to the edge of the beach. It's a standoff. Vornoff snarls like the monster that he is.
If only we can line him up and get a good shot.
I could use a good shot.
I need one too, and I haven't had anything.
Okay, sorry, I don't know what.
Kelton.
Oh, Captain!
Why did you suggest something, Kelton?
Why do you suppose that? Could I suggest something, Captain?
No. Climb up on that rock and get over him. That's what it says, see? I got it right.
That's what I was gonna suggest.
Stop the chatter and get into action.
Yes, sir! Kelton climbs the rocks and falls, breaking his leg. Good one.
Hey, wait a
Dick
minute.
advances and fires a shot at Vornov. The monster puts Janet down and turns to face his attackers.
No!
Now he's clear. Give
God.
it to him.
Save Jim.
All the cops and the extras fire their weapons at Vornov. The bullets do not stop him.
I cannot be stopped.
Dick dislodges a boulder from the rocks and sends it crashing down to the hillside. The boulder sends Vornov into the water, causing the stock footage octopus to emerge and become a big prop octopus.
Boogie, boogie.
And flails. And moves the tentacles around.
Way too much of ball.
Finally, a huge bolt of lightning hits them both, and they perish. In a blinding flash. Dick makes his way to Janet, who is getting to her feet. He puts a protecting arm around her. Captain Robbins joins them.
Hashtag save the dick.
I know I do, but it's not going to work. Here, I'll give it to you. Yeah.
Isn't that what he said?
Right there.
Captain?
Hey, I gave it to you.
Say the line.
And Captain Robbins says,
Captain Robbins says, what do I say?
It's the last fucking page.
and Captain Robbins says, he tampered in God's domain.
Thank Christ. The end.
Well, the next one will be better.
A round of applause for Frank's writing.
Yeah.